I'm over it. I want to eat meat. I want some chicken. And I ate meat for a week and I felt like shit. Like I felt so awful. And so I'm like, screw it. I'll just be a vegetarian. But trying to find protein without the carbs has probably been my hardest thing.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't looked. I mean, I guess tofu has it technically.
Yeah.
I don't worry myself too much with that. The one thing that I will say is that while you might have carbs or whatever in the tofu, you don't have all the other stuff that your body can't do well with, like the animal fats and whatnot. Yeah. The other thing too is that I didn't need What the Health to know what was going on in those industries because my mom's family in Wisconsin all work in that industry. You know, like my cousin has a dairy. He raised hogs as a kid. We worked with the hogs. Yeah. You know, I've seen the really good, the bad, the ugly of that industry. I was just say bad and ugly of that industry. And, I just want no part of it. Yeah. Just no part of it. It's really awful. There's actually a really good series, that Netflix just released last week called Rotten and the first one is about the honeybee crisis, which, you know, is I find very interesting.
I had to watch that video in environmental science in high school.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty alarming. You know, you have some colonies that are losing half their population each year, and they don't really know why. One of my uncles is, you know, he was, I can't remember, what is it, botanist, the plant, like doctors or whatever, or scientists. He was telling me about how, you know, the genetically modified corn is really the main culprit for it. Yeah. You know, that's what's changed over the years that has affected them the most. But, the other things too that were covered in the series was the chicken industry, which is just awful the way it entraps and enslaves the chicken farmers. The milk industry, again, same thing. And then what were the two others? Oh, the fishing business. And this was talking about the privatization of the quotas and how that just became a complete disaster here. And what were the two others? But they just, garlic, how slave labor and prison laborers in China peel the garlic that gets shipped to the United States, but they relabel it as though it hasn't. Same thing with the honey. You know, in the honey, there's a lot of fraud. The Chinese export tons of fake honey. We put, you know, huge tariffs on their honey because they were, first they thought it was that they were dumping. B, then they discovered that they're using syrups to stretch it out and all kinds of other shit like that. So it's fake honey. Yeah. Well, they got hip to it and they relabeled their honey as though they shipped it to Malaysia, repackaged it, and then exported it to the United States from Malaysia. And it's like, how all of a sudden did Malaysia produce 100,000% more honey than the year before? Oh, I wonder how that happened.
Right.
So, you know, you just kind of see the corruption that goes on in the food industry. And it makes it very easy to just eat vegetarian or vegan.
Definitely.
And eat local too. Like, you know, it's...
Yeah, absolutely. I only have like 3 questions left, so...
Sorry, I've made this thing infinitely longer for you.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's gonna be fun to transcribe.
Oh my God.
Okay, 3 kind of easy ones. What's your favorite music?
Oh, that's a tough one. Depends on the mood. I would say either acoustic covers of different songs. I always like artist interpretations of things. Early 90s country, like Alan Jackson, Garth Brooks, other things, 4-piece post-grunge, so Foo Fighters, Fuel, that era. Yeah, really, we're going all over the map with this. Yeah, those would be the most